Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a really powerful story about digital crisis and, more importantly, resilience. It's about what happens when the very ground beneath your online business just gets yanked away and the incredible journey to build it back stronger than ever. I mean, really think about that for a second. Everything you've poured your heart and soul into, every single customer contact, all that time, all that money, poof, gone. It is the absolute worst nightmare for anyone running a business online. Well, for a London-based entrepreneur named Evangelos Taxiarchis, we'll call him Evan, this wasn't some hypothetical question. The man has 35 years of international marketing under his belt. He'd built a really successful digital business. He knew what he was doing. And then, in 2018, that nightmare became his reality. One day, he had a thriving business. The very next day, he had nothing. So how on earth does that even happen? How does an entire business just disappear? Let's unpack the chain of events that led to this catastrophic collapse. It was this just devastating domino effect. It wasn't just one platform, nope. Multiple email service providers suspended his accounts, basically one right after the other. He was completely locked out with no real way to appeal. And the worst part? His curated contact lists, the absolute lifeblood of his business, were just confiscated. Years of work vanished in an instant. Evan's story is more than just a scary tale. It really shines a bright light on a huge, hidden risk that so many of us in the digital world face, often without even realizing it. It's this idea called platform dependency. And a great way to think about it is like you're building your beautiful dream house, but you're building it on land that you're just renting. You're using someone else's tools, playing by their rules, and those rules can change or disappear without any warning at all. And the dangers here are so real. You can get hit with totally arbitrary suspensions, just like Evan did. You can lose ownership of your own data, your customers, your content, everything. You're basically at the mercy of their rules. You're vulnerable to their security slip-ups, their policy changes. At the end of the day, you have almost zero control. But here's where the story takes a turn. Instead of just giving up, this absolute crisis became a catalyst. Evan decided if the tool he needed didn't exist, he was going to build it himself. A digital life raft, not just for him, but for anyone else stuck in that same boat. So that collapse in 2018, that was the spark. By 2019, he was already deep into development. And in 2021, No Limit Emails officially went live. And it's not static. It's always evolving, adding new features that help users stay in control and stay secure. And every single feature is a direct answer to that platform dependency problem. It gives you an unlimited SMTP relay network, which is kind of like having your very own private postal service for all your emails. You get dedicated IPs, a unique sending address, so your email reputation is 100% your own. It's not going to get tanked by someone else's bad behavior. It's self-hosted, putting you in the driver's seat, all built around privacy and true ownership. And the whole model is just built to scale with you. Whether you're sending 100,000 emails a month or you need truly unlimited capacity, it's designed to provide a stable, predictable foundation for any size business. Okay, so the idea sounds great. This solution looks smart. But the real question is, does it actually work? I mean, a great idea is one thing, but the real test is the impact it has on real people, right? So let's look at the proof. Just take a look at this from Christopher Sulo, a guy who's been in marketing for 20 years. Doubling his monthly sales in just 6 months? Come on, that's not just a small bump, that is a massive game-changing impact. And it's definitely not a one-off thing. The platform has successfully sent nearly 1 billion emails. That number alone just proves it can handle insane volume and do it reliably. And it's not just for the marketing veterans. It's delivering results for smaller businesses too. A store owner named Sue saw more sales and was able to cut her ad spend. That shows you just how powerful and efficient direct communication can be when you're in control of it. And these kinds of stories are exactly why over 300 other companies and entrepreneurs have made the switch. They're all searching for that same thing. Real digital independence. So, what's the big picture here? What are the key lessons we can take away from this whole journey? Well, this story actually gives us a kind of blueprint for anyone trying to build something lasting in the digital world. What it really boils down to is a fundamental shift in how you think about your business. It's about moving away from that trap of depending on others, away from their arbitrary rules and the constant risk of data loss, and moving towards a model built on real ownership, stability, and trust. This journey leaves us with three really powerful lessons. First, resilience is what truly drives innovation. A personal disaster was the spark for a solution that helps hundreds of people. Second, generosity builds community. Evan shared his knowledge in over 2,000 videos for free. That builds a level of trust and loyalty that you just can't buy with ads. And finally, the most important lesson of all, true ownership is power. Controlling your own digital tools isn't just about avoiding a suspension, it's about owning your future. It is, without a doubt, the ultimate form of digital security. So that brings us to one final, really important question that I want you to think about. Look at your own business, your own online presence, and ask yourself this. Who truly owns your digital assets? Is it really you? Or is it a platform that could pull the rug out from under you tomorrow? The answer to that question is probably more important than you think.